Hello Libra, welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning in. It's Monday the 4th of April 2026. I'm going to do a general collective love tarot reading for you guys. See what you've got going on in love. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. It's a collective general reading for you Libra, so it will not resonate for all of you. So what messages do we have for Libra in love? Got the Five of Pentacles that just jumped out there. What messages do we have for Libra in love? Five of Pentacles in the upright, Four of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Seven of Cups in the upright. So, some of you are feeling a little bit disappointed in love, feeling a bit of rejection in a sort of lack mindset. Perhaps you've been disappointed by someone or within a connection, but you're sort of in between accepting it but still feeling, you can't help but feel still a little bit disappointed by it. You know, why didn't it work out? Sort of like a missed opportunity. A lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, mixed feelings. Maybe a lot of emotional choices to be made at the moment, but I think you're trying to sort of process it and work out the reality and the fantasy of it all. Was it ever going to be something? Was it ever going to be stable? Was it ever going to be commitment? Was it ever going to be long term? Or was it just wishful thinking? You might be thinking about it, fantasizing about it, playing it out, how it could have been, what it was, what it wasn't. What could have been achieved and what really couldn't have been achieved within this connection. Some of you might still be connected to this person and you're sort of still hoping that there's some sort of stability here and commitment. But perhaps you're connected to someone that doesn't know what they want. They're giving you mixed signals, mixed emotions. Perhaps they like to keep their options open. Perhaps they have other connections that they're involved in or involved with someone else. Perhaps they've just got too many irons in the fire. Perhaps they're a bit non-committal. So let's see what this could be about for you, Libra. Let's start with the Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Libra in love? The Chariot. Something was possibly going too fast, or someone was going too fast or wanted too much too quickly. Could be you feel distant from this person, or this person feels distant from you, or there's distance, physical distance between you. Perhaps they live at a distance from you, or you from them, or, you know, works both ways, that, doesn't it? Perhaps you rushed towards this person and they rejected you, or they sort of ghosted you, cut you off. Or perhaps they rushed towards you and you cut them off. Possibly some travelling. You could have met this person while you was travelling, but I'm getting a distance between you. You have to travel to see them. They have to travel to see you. Or there's just a general energy of distance between you. Perhaps you're in no contact or separation. Why is the Four of Cups here in reverse energy for Libra in love? Why is the Four of Cups here for Libra in love? Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah. You're healing. You're recovering. You're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. You're in the energy of acceptance. Kind of possibly no longer hanging on as much as you were. Seeing it for what it is and what it wasn't. Perhaps being grateful for the lessons that you've learned along the way. You're kind of forgiving, perhaps, or forgiving this person for any sort of betrayal that happened during the connection. You're starting to feel more like yourself. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse energy for Libra in love? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Libra in love? Knight of Swords in reverse energy. Perhaps you made an impulsive decision. Perhaps you rushed in towards this person without thinking first. You know, we're human. Perhaps you made a mistake. Perhaps you, rushed forward towards them, got involved with them, connected with them quicker than perhaps you should have. And you're thinking, well, you know, it is what it is. I'm human. We all make mistakes. We all act sometimes before we think about what we're doing. We just dive in. And again, I'm getting an energy of distance. Perhaps someone's keeping their distance from you or shutting you off, shutting you away. Why is the Seven of Cups here for Libra in love? Why is the Seven of Cups here for Libra in love? Five of Swords in reverse. I'm getting that someone could be or was slightly manipulative, or they was manipulative, or you felt like they manipulated you. You see, it's sort of like a lost battle. Defeated, or you feel defeated by it all, or you did feel defeated by it all, sort of giving up kind of an energy. I'm definitely getting the energy of someone who was a bit wishy-washy in their feelings, sort of didn't know what they want, or perhaps strung you along. I'm getting that there was a lot of confusion and you sort of didn't want to be in this confused state anymore. So you just sort of said, well, sod it all. I'm not staying in this confusing negative energy. I'm just going to admit defeat, cut my losses. It is what it is. You don't, you know, some you win, some you lose. Let's just accept it, forgive and forget. Why is the Chariot here for Libra in love? King of Cups. So there could still, when I just said forgive and forget, I was about to say, but have you forgot? And I didn't say it. But have you really forgot? Do you still have love for this person? Does this person still have love for you? Was there ever love? Was it that deep? I'm getting here an energy of opening your heart to someone, giving love and emotion, and perhaps not getting that in return. I'm also getting that you want someone, or perhaps you have someone else in the picture who is a King of Cups, someone who's mature. Or perhaps that's what you're looking for, someone that doesn't have mixed emotions. They know what they feel. They're not kind of back and forth. They know what they want. They know how they feel. Perhaps this person came towards you as a King of Cups in a mature, kind of no-nonsense way, showed you emotion, showed you love, and then sort of pushed you back again. Perhaps they were a little bit emotionally avoidant. Interesting. The Devil just came out. So there could have been, yeah, like I said, someone was possibly emotionally avoidant. There's the Devil that came out. So there could have been some unhealthiness here, some sort of unhealthy energy, toxic sort of attachment, unhealthy attachment. Or you were held back in some way, or you were consumed, or, you know, obsessed, or not, you know, but not bunny boiler obsessed, but you were quite consumed by this person, this connection, this dynamic. Someone held you back, had a hold on you, or this connection, this, you know, it held you. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. Why is the Ten of Swords here in reverse energy for Libra in love? Why is the Ten of Swords here for Libra in love? King of Swords. I'm getting that someone's made a head over heart decision. I'm also getting the energy of someone that can be loving, emotional, caring one moment and very detached and cut off the next. I am definitely getting a back and forth, hot and cold sort of an energy, Libra. And I'm getting as well that someone is a lot more emotional and someone is a lot more detached. Someone's more in their heart space and someone's more in their head space. Someone's guarded towards emotions. Someone won't let emotions in. They keep their guard up, or they're scared to be emotional, to open their heart. King of Wands, sorry, Page of Wands in reverse energy. Yeah, so that's someone that's well, they're a bit flitty in their energy. They're kind of a bit here, there and everywhere. They don't really know what they want. They sort of hold back, or they hold back emotions. They're not very committal, perhaps immature, or they act a little bit immature, or they're not very grounded when it comes to love, emotions, relationships. Very kind of, yeah, you know, likes to keep it light, casual, fun, light-hearted, doesn't really do the deep stuff. Interesting that the King of Cups and the King of Swords are side by side and they're looking at each other. And the King of Cups is holding his cup. And the way that the King of Swords is, you see what I mean? The King of Swords has got his sword up. He's got his guard up. You're not getting in. The King of Cups looks a lot more warm and loving. The King of Swords, he's like, get off. I don't want none of that sort of mumbo jumbo lovey-dovey stuff. Yeah? That's the energy that I just picked up. Someone won't let you in, or they didn't let you in. Why is the Knight of Swords here in reverse energy for Libra in love? Why is the Knight of Swords here for Libra in love? Four of Pentacles. So someone was holding on, not giving much away, maybe a bit stingy with their time, their love, their emotion, or someone was holding on tightly when they probably should have let go, or someone held on to the smallest hope of stability. There was a small abundance, a small ability, a small commitment, and someone held on to that, but it never really progressed, never really grew into abundance and commitment and full sort of stability. Five of Swords in reverse energy. Why is it here for Libra in love? Page of Pentacles in reverse energy. Yeah, there's that small plan, that kind of small commitment, small idea of something that could progressively grow and be stable, but there wasn't really a clear direction or a clear plan, or it was delayed, or someone was kind of holding back with going any further. Couldn't really give you an answer or a time, or didn't really put long-term plans into place. Perhaps they were quite guarded, or they didn't, when the conversation sort of came up, they put their guard up, didn't let you in, or sort of pushed you away. Why is the Devil here for Libra in love? I nearly said Virgo then. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Why is the Devil here for Libra in love? The Moon. Yeah. So there could have been, well, yeah, definitely some trust issues, or you didn't trust this person. They didn't trust you, or you didn't trust each other. But I'm getting a secret sort of energy. Someone who's very secretive, guarded, wouldn't let you in. There's also an energy of fear there. Someone was scared to let you in, fearful to let you in, or fear of commitment, like I said earlier. Why is the Page of Wands here in reverse energy for Libra in love? Why is the Page of Wands here for Libra in love? The Magician in reverse. Now, that can talk of self-doubt and lack of confidence, sort of not being confident that you can manifest something here or create something, or doubtful about the connection. But the Magician in reverse can also talk of someone who's manipulative, someone who gets their way at any cost. The Five of Swords there in reverse energy, that's winning at all costs. I'm getting here, yeah, definitely someone who's a bit of a character, someone who's possibly a bit sneaky, a bit manipulative, guarded, defensive, something that was hidden, someone that hid something, someone that hid their true self from you, or someone that hid their true intentions from you. There's a heavy sort of fearful energy here. Someone's held by fear, trapped by fear, stuck in fear, fear of making the wrong decision. Someone could be non-committal because they're fearful of committing. They're fearful of making a wrong choice, a wrong decision. Why is the Moon here for Libra in love? Why is the Moon here for Libra in love? Four of Swords in reverse. time out. Someone, there's a restless energy, but someone who's exhausted by it all. There's also a trying to find clarity and trying to find truth, but this person wasn't giving it to them, or there was some sort of confusion, or the truth was hidden, the clarity was hidden, or this person was hiding the truth, or trying to hide, so trying to keep you held but hiding, playing a game. I'm getting playing a game. You never really knew where you stood with this person. Why is the Magician here in reverse energy for Libra in love? Why is the Magician here for Libra in love? The Fool. Yeah, like I just said. Someone that held you back, had a hold on you. They wanted to keep you held and connected to them. Perhaps they wanted to keep access to you. But they stopped you from going forward. But they had no real long-term intentions with you. This could also be that you kind of was fearful to go forward, to let this go. Fear of change or fear of letting this person go. There was some sort of fear here about going forward. Someone was held back from going forward, or someone stopped you, or you flip the energy as it resonates. It may be you, it may be them that I'm talking about. This is where you use your discernment, and you only you know the finer details of what went on. But someone was very fearful, doubtful about a new beginning, about going forward, about committing. Or someone held, what do you say that word? Why can't I say that word? Someone knowingly held someone back from going forward. They wanted to hold them in the connection for their own pleasure, their own access. They wanted access to you. They wanted to keep access to you for their own sort of selfish pleasures, or whatever it was that they were benefiting. They were benefiting from you in some way. Tell me about the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here for Libra in love? The High Priestess. You trusted your intuition, Libra. You knew what was going on. You knew what this person was all about. I think you saw the truth of what was actually going on. You trusted your intuition, or you're now at the point of trusting your intuition, and you're seeing clearly. You were looking for clarity. This person couldn't give it to you. But while you were confused, you were also finding clarity. The more they confused you, the more you were seeking clarity, truth. Libra seeks clarity. They seek the truth, always. And I think all the while you sort of saw the truth, but you hoped that it would change. And you wanted to give this person the benefit of the doubt. You didn't want this person to, you hoped that this person wasn't who they were showing you who they are. But unfortunately, I think that's truly who they are, who they were. There's a saying that says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. There's words and then there's actions, Libra. You believe the actions of someone, not their words. Why is the King of Swords here? for Libra in love. Death in the reverse. Yeah, there was a resistance to an ending here. That's what I mean. You held on. You held on when I think you knew that you should have been letting go, but you just kind of, you know, or there was a fear. This person, there was an anxiety, a fear of letting this person go. Possibly because of a false hope that you had, or this illusion. This person had you in some sort of illusion that things were going to be different. Why is the Page of Pentacles here for Libra in love? Yeah, Page of Wands. Why is the Four of Pentacles here for Libra in love? Queen of Swords in reverse. There could have been some, I mean, you could have been dealing with someone that was a bit harsh with their words, or harsh in their thinking, in the way they acted. Very cold, very cruel in their actions, or the way they treated you. Not necessarily doing cruel things to you, but the way they, you know, shut you out and sort of ghosted you, hot and cold. They were nice one minute and the next thing they sort of didn't want anything to do with you. I'm getting that kind of energy. And again, the Page of Wands. I mean, you could have been, I'm not getting too much in terms of commitment and marriage, but yeah, you could have children with this person, or this person could be younger than you, or you're younger than them. But I'm just getting a very flitty, non-committal kind of energy here. So let's just clarify the last majors here for you, Libra. Why is the Fool here for Libra in love? Why is the Fool here for Libra in love? The Emperor. And perhaps now, Libra, you know, you're accepting, you're forgiving, you're seeing the truth, the clarity of what this is, and you're making a decision to move forward yourself, create order and structure in your life, putting your foot down. And you know, Queen of Wands, there you go. Yeah, making a very, you're stepping back into your power. You're moving forward with this. You're determined to get out of this, leave this behind, move on. I think you've sort of said enough is enough here. Perhaps some of you thought this person was some sort of divine counterpart to you at some point, but I'm not getting that so much. I'm getting more that this is you putting your foot down, going forward, and sort of not dealing with this confusion, this nonsense anymore. Why is the High Priestess here for Libra in love? Four of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. You were putting in effort and wondering why it wasn't getting you anywhere. You were, you know, giving to this person, working hard to make this work. And they wasn't doing the same, and you held on, you tried, but you knew where it was going and where it was not going. Why is Death here in reverse energy for Libra in love? Why is Death here for Libra in love? Knight of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups in the upright. Yeah, I think it's quite repetitive energy now. I think we get the gist of sort of the energy. I don't know whether to put them into their suits or not. I think I'm going to, just to make sure. I like to make sure I haven't missed anything. So I'll put them into their suits for you, Libra. One moment. Libra, I wouldn't be surprised if this person tries to come back towards you. I think they know that they have some sort of a hold on you. I think you've been very tempted by this person before you've gone back to this person on a number of occasions. I think this person is as secretive and as guarded as they are. I think underneath it all, they are fearful of losing access to you. They may possibly come back to you as a King of Cups and a King of Swords, but more, I know what I want now. No, I know how I feel. I'm not confused anymore. I have a feeling they may well come back towards you in that energy. But I feel you've had too many disappointments with this person. And I think that you are very wise to them now. You know this isn't going anywhere. You know they're not going to change. And I think you're going to be quite determined and confident in saying, no, thank you. Been there, done it, got the t-shirt in every single possible colour you could imagine. I do not need another one of this style or this quality. I have a feeling the t-shirts that you collected, metaphorically, from this connection were not of the highest quality, and you're looking for some new t-shirts that are much better quality, much longer lasting, that won't fade out after the first wash. That's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this reading helped. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and help me grow my little channel. If you would like more readings from me, please click the bell at the top of my page, the notification bell, and you will get a notification next time I do a reading. Until next time, Libra, lots of love, best wishes. Bye-bye.